Coming right up, the 76ers taking on the Celtics. For the 76ers, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Celtics, Sixers, coming right up. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are their guards. Jason Tatum is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Robinson in at the center. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. James is out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Maxey, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Here's Robinson, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
Boston shooting their first free throw this game. Simons, he's checked in for Edgecombe. Free throw good, Robinson. Hey Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Here's White, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Tatum, launches it. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bounce pass Maxey. Embiid inside. Robinson on him. Embiid inside. Guarded by Robinson. Embiid, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Celtics have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
2 on the clock. George. And the basket is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 5. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. We've got Anthony Simons. Wade out there with LeBron James, and it's Barlow in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say he's exceeded them.
Pass to Simons. The rebound by Cato. Celtics leading by 3. Outside, George. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
76ers foul.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Mike Conley's checked in for Boston.
Substitution on the court.
.51 seconds left now here in the second. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Pritchard. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. The 76ers trail by 3. Simons, the pass away. James in the high post. The strength and power of James down low.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Wade against George.
76ers foul.
For Boston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he makes the first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. He gets it up. No good, shot missing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Celtics. They lead by a bucket. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Pritchard and White are their guards. Mitchell Robinson out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. White, good.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Screen by James. Embiid against Tatum. And they double up Embiid to the left side wing. And there's Edgecombe on the assist by Brown. Edgecombe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pritchard passes to Robinson. Now Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Maxey. And Boston with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's White. Out left to the wing. Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. And that one, good. Pritchard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow it a clean look from it.
And keeping that head on a swivel, Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dime.
Tatum way outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. James is out there with Embiid, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Robinson, rebounded by Brown.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Stolen by Tatum. Here's Pritchard. The flush by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Maxey, nice use of the glass on the finish.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
First team foul.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Celtics leading by 4. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shoots the 3. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He absolutely held nothing back. He said, quote, "We know who we are. Let's be that. The plan is to play their game and let the chips fall where they may." Guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And here is Tatum, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Hauser defending. LeBron with a screen on Pritchard. James outside. And it misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
Tyrese Maxey. First personal foul. First team foul.
So they foul intentionally.
LeBron James. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game. Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
And Philadelphia calls time here. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Maxey fires. Knocks down the 3.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Boston, Peyton Pritchard.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Tatum against James. Now Maxey to tie it up. Knocks down the 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Peyton Pritchard missed on the 3. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. James is out there with Brown, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
James outside. Now Maxey. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. And down goes the layup.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
The 76ers making a switch here. Wade's checked in.
Now in for Philadelphia, number 16.
Tatum. Here's White. Tatum outside. Embiid with the rebound. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Maxey, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Jason Tatum. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. 8 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Here's Pritchard, launches it, does not go in. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.